Yeah, I mean, just trying to get him in the zone, obviously a good left-handed arm, and there was two sweepers there. See the first one, second one, sweep through it, and second, when you get two strikes, it's just trying to fight that up and touch it. And, those four-seamer out of the way, I was just able to kind of stay through it and got good enough that it was able to head out. And yeah, I mean, I'll keep taking it for people inside baseball, and I'll talk to you guys.
That's a pretty nice piece of hitting. Two strikes, 38 home runs now on the 3rd day of August for you. I know you've had some huge years before this. How would you describe this season so far, Pat?
I mean, it's been fun. I think the biggest thing is that we have a group that we know that we can try to go really far into the playoffs and go where we want to be. And it's a day-by-day team. So obviously, we got goals before that. We want to win our division. And obviously, I feel like that since the straight line, we've gotten better. And it's always fun, right? I always say it's always a good thing when you walk into the clubhouse and you're looking forward to walking into listen to these guys and go out and try to help them win a baseball game. It's like basketball.
What's changed with
I would say the command, just the command has been fantastic. He's in the zone, he's getting early out, he's trusting his defense, and then I think years past.
What's going on, everybody? We'll get started pretty quickly tonight. I'm about to drop the leftover players into the chat. Let's see what we have on MLB tonight. We'll listen to some replays in the background. Sorry, guys, just trying to find help somebody who can't find the stream. All right, good. You found it. All right, we are good to go. Let me start by dropping in the leftover players. We have... I put all the pros into one lot, so no AL or NL lot this week. It's just an all pros lot. And that lot is 18 players total for $8 if anybody wants to grab that. We also have 2 rookies left over, Adel Amador and David Festa. Those 2 are available for $2 total. If anybody wants to pick up any of the leftovers, those are the ones that are available. We have 3 hobbies, 2 jumbos going tonight. I'm gonna try and get my hands on some more Sapphire, but so far no luck. So nothing this week or nothing next week Sapphire wise, but we'll see if I can get something for the following week. Happy Sunday, Michael. Michael hunting for some Mariners tonight. Which Mariners do you have? Do you have Jared? What's his name? Sundstrom. We also have the insert lot available if anybody wants to pick that up for $25. Insert lot available for $25. Just you can claim them in the chat. So if you want one of them, just let me know which one you want, and then I can put the PayPal Venmo information up on the screen for you. And you can pay through one of those 2 formats. see. There we go. There's the PayPal and Venmo for anybody who wants to claim any spots. All right. And let me know, Little Miss Deegan, who you purchased on eBay tonight so I can match your order on here to your order on eBay. So Mike grabbing the insert slot. Denton, the insert slot is all of the players who were not listed on eBay that were insert only players. So we don't list every single player in the checklist because a lot of them, there's a good number of them that only have like top 100 cards, and we don't want people chasing things that are unlikely to hit. So we put those into an insert lot and make those available all in one shot, which Mike just grabbed. And then we got that marked. And then Little Miss Tegan, just let me know who you had on the eBay auctions. Troy, somebody grabbed them already. Little Miss Deegan grabbed them. So those spots are taken. Let me just go on to eBay and see if there's anything left that hasn't been paid for. No, nothing big. We're going to just get right into things tonight pretty quickly. And I got both of those payments in already. So thank you guys. And then you have Colt Emerson. Thank you for confirming that. All right, perfect. What do we think of the Marlins? Sweeping the Yankees, looking kind of good, not selling going into the trade deadline. Sandy is still a fish. Lots of trade deadline excitement. We haven't had a break since the trade deadline, so lots to talk about in this break in terms of that. Yankees pitching is trash, Chris said. Especially the new guys, it seems. All right, let's pick some boxes. So we're opening 2 of the 4 jumbos. So 1, 2, 3, 4. First 2 people to put a number into the chat between 1 and 4. We'll choose those boxes. Then we'll go over to the hobbies. Chris picking number 4 and Benjamin picking number 3. We had 2 people taking number 4. So 4 will be the hot box. Then we have 6 hobbies over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next 3 people to put a number in the chat between 1 and 6 can choose the hobby boxes. We have 6. We have 5. We have a couple people picking 5. And 4. All right, that makes that nice and easy. All right, getting started somewhat quickly tonight. Let's see. We had 2 people pick box number 5, so we'll break that one first tonight. We'll see if Noah and Troy's box has anything orange or anything big in it. We'll start with the hobby, then I'll let you guys choose if we're going to go hobby jumbo, or we'll finish with a jumbo. So we'll figure out the order as we go. Let me just grab my box cutter, and then we'll be good to go. I see a bunch of new names in here. So for the people who have not been in our breaks before, just to go through my normal housekeeping stuff, we are going to skim through all the paper cards somewhat quickly, but call out all of the Chrome cards. All Chrome cards will get sleeved up before they get mailed out to you guys, but we don't sleeve up everything in the break to keep things moving. But if there's ever anything that you don't see me sleeve up immediately that you want sleeved, let me know in the chat. I'm happy to do that. We have a Facebook group, which I haven't been ripping in the last couple weeks because I was on vacation and then getting back into the routine. But I want to try and get something posted in there maybe this week. So let me drop the information for the Facebook group into the chat. Thanks for sleeping, G. What does that mean? No, rooting for some Aaron Estrada. I think we pulled an autograph of Aaron Estrada last week. See if we can stay hot on him. Let's see. Sleeving the Chrome cards. Oh, you hate when people. Yeah, I figured I've been doing this for like 5 years now, and it was definitely a learning process at the beginning of what did and shouldn't have been sleeved. But now we just go straight in and sleeve pretty much everything. I mean, everything Chrome for sure. But yeah, I guess maybe some of the new breakers out there. Hopefully, none of the vets aren't sleeving Chrome at this point because that's just crazy. Starting things off with a Dylan Cruz Rookie of the Year favorite. So Cruz on his way back to off the disabled list. Starting our break off tonight with the Rookie of the Year favorites. We have a Seaver King and a Yeremy Cabrera. Fernando Cruz in the back of that. Speaking of penny sleeves, let me open up our first pack. And there we go. So Cabrera and Dylan Cruz getting on the board in pack number one. Let me open up a couple packs here. So for the new people, who do we have fans of in the break tonight? Oh, we got some color here actually. So let's go right into this one. We have a couple of very interesting looking things here. What are we going to have in this second pack? This is, oh my goodness. Stained glass Jesus Madej. That is my first stained glass card, or inked in, what is it? Etched in glass. And it's the biggest player in the product. How about that? Walker Jenkins and Alejandro Rosario on the what's it called? X-Fractor. Aqua X-Fractor behind that. But looks like this first box that Troy and Noah picked. Wonder if either of them were the guys that took Jesus Madej tonight, because if they did, they just got their spot to pay off very quickly. Wow, might be tough to beat that one all night with all the autographs still to come. Pack number 2, getting us off to a very nice start. And Alejandro Rosario, big time prospect, getting on the board early as well with some color. Let's make a little bit more space here and keep it going. And what a start. Let's see. Loomis Deegan, Giants fan. I guess I can't be too mad at you as a Mets fan, even though I had to go to the game and watch them beat us in extra innings on Friday. But I can't be too mad after the sweep in San Francisco. Only fair that we give a couple games back after. Although I do think we gave you a pretty good deal on that trade, sending over Buto and 2 pretty decent prospects. We're getting Slade Caldwell on the board with color in pack number 3. Blue pattern paper there. Number 96 of 125 for Slade Caldwell. We have a Cags VIP. Cags on the board with an insert. Colt Emerson. Speaking of, there's your guy in Reptilian. Steven Echeverria. I think I saw Ed in the chat today. Yep, we have Ed there. Bryce Rayner. Greatness Loading. Yostinson Garcia and Blake Wolters. So off to a pretty nice start, getting some good names on the board, getting some good color on the board, and a nice prospect in our first Reptilian with Colt Emerson. Like that these blue patterns are numbered to 125 too instead of 150, so a little extra low number on the Slade Caldwell. Let me check what we have going on in the chat before I go with the next couple packs. Yeah, wow to that start indeed. Ed, we got him on the board in pack number 4. Hopefully we can. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come for Steven tonight. And there's more Jesus Madej on the board there with a paper card coming out. Probably means there's a Pena paper card somewhere not too far behind that. We have a top 100 Walker Jenkins, so he's on the board twice already. Javier Magallon and Romeo Sanabria. Sanabria has to be pretty high ranked in that completely depleted, once again, Padres system. Richard Matic and Robert Cayaz getting our chromes to end off our first row of the night. Let's see what else do we have going on in the chats. Madej already. Raymond, is that you on the Madej spot? That's I'd say that Madej already makes a nicer Madej break than we've had in a couple weeks in pack number 2. Let's see, no color in there. No, actually, that could be a refractor or a red rookie. So let's see what we have coming up here. Yep, red rookie. It is Dylan Cruz. So Cruz already on the board twice tonight. Nice one there for Dylan Cruz. Condon on the board with a Hobby Legends insert. Yonica Ugarte, Sebastian Walcott. I started following some Sebastian Walcott firsts to try and add some to my PC, and his prices are crazy already. I didn't realize how I know he's a top 10 prospect, but I didn't realize how in demand his cards were, and I totally forgot he didn't have a first auto. Drake Baldwin, top 100. That one goes to the insert only spot. Lazaro Montes and Samuel Basayo. Let's get that Dylan Cruz sleeved up, and we'll get a top loader on that Cruz as well. Let's see. Jacob says, can't believe that just happened. Jacob, that actually, yeah, I think that your name was the one on the Madej spot, wasn't it? That is a heck of a way to start a break. We have a mini diamond coming up behind the Sebastian Walcott VIP, and it's a Mitch Jeb mini diamond. Nice way to do the mini diamond there. Didier Fuentes chrome. Mitch Jeb getting a hit to start the break tonight with that mini diamond. Madej comps for 400 raw. Wow, that is nice. And thank you for looking that up. And we got a blue, so let's go right to this one. We're starting off very hot with the colors. Jose Briseño. Speaking of people that are hot right now, Briseño with the hit there, and Ismael Javier on the blue wave, number 111 of 150. Lot of low-numbered cards coming out of this box so far, and that's not even counting the SP. Or do you need to open up another box of top loaders? Congrats, Jacob. Off to a great start on the night for Jacob. Sorry, guys. I just want to wipe off the camera. I feel like it's a little foggy. There we go. A little less foggy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Chris has a blue, and after he beat up the Mets pretty bad today, blue Wizenhunt. That's a PSA 10, right, that you have the autograph posted right now, Chris? If there's any Wizenhunt fans out there, check out Chris's auction. When does that one end, Chris? Let's see. No color in this. Although I should be mad at him. Maybe a little Miss Deegan's a Wizenhunt fan. Let's go through these two packs. Starting off, we have another Rookie of the Year favorites. Trey Sweeney goes to the insert only spot. Franye Bear Montilla getting a chrome first. Aiden Miller. VIP coming up of Matt Shaw, also going to that insert only lot. James Tibbs and Travis Bazzana. Tibbs, if I saw correctly, or if I think Brian was the one that said it, was Tibbs traded to the Dodgers in that in the Dustin May trade? That'd be pretty funny if a Dodgers prospect within a month of him being traded to the Red Sox ended up in the Dodgers organization. Going over to the enemy real fast. We have a Hagen Smith greatness loading and Jose Perella getting our second reptilian of the box. Chase Mobley chrome. A lot of activity in this first hobby box. And I haven't even been able to catch up on the chat yet. All right, let's try and catch up with some of the things going on here. Yesterday was a rough one, yeah, but you guys certainly made up for it today. Let's see. Kevin spot for Raymond, chasing some McGonagalls tonight. Let's see. Next year, the etched breaks will be Esh bombs. Let's see. This is this break for real gloves, and then well, our usual crew. What's the issue with gloves? I don't get it. I've heard of a couple of people complain about that. I would think that people would rather have me handle cards with gloves and not get fingerprints all over them. What's the argument against gloves? And in terms of the speed, we definitely do things a touch slower here just to keep things fun, talk about prospects. We have a Xavier Isaac there, Bryce Rayner Chrome, and Joffrey Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the board for the first time. Marcos Torres and Nibel Mariano getting Chromes on the board. Yeah, we like to our group likes to keep things a little bit slower from the feedback that I've gathered, so we could talk prospects, have a decent chat going. I try and keep things moving as quickly as possible, but also try and make it fun for everybody. Have a bunch of regulars that we usually like to chat with in these breaks. But yes, I understand some people like flying through these as quickly as possible. All right. Into the next stack we go. We have a Jacob Wilson Rockstar Rookies, Chase Burns, and Kyle DeBarge. Chromes on the board. We have an Owen Casey. I can't believe he didn't get traded. We have Jesus Mede back on the board already. Quinn Matthews. See if that means some Pena coming up. And there he is, Luis Pena on the board with a Braylon Payne behind that. Let's see. Blue Lunator PSA 10 auto is what Chris is selling. Let's see. Steven, everything got taken already. We had a couple of spots left over that we sold off at the beginning of the break. We are already off to a super hot start. I don't know why I can't get this in the top loader. There we go. Super hot start for Jesus Mede, and we have Luis Pena on the board already now in Chrome as well from our big names. And a couple other nice names on the board. Quinn Matthews, Kyle DeBarge, and Jacob Wilson getting on the board with hits there. Let's see. Chris saying he prefers gloves. Steven says finger oil is trash. Yeah, the overwhelming feedback I've got is pro gloves. We have an autograph that's going to be coming up in the next 6 packs. Still looking for our auto from box number 1. And let's see if it's in these 3 packs. We have a Walker Janik paper there on the bottom. Starting off here, we have a Jackson Humphreys, Jack Penny. There's another Luis Pena paper. Rhett Lauder Rockstar Rookies, Anderson Brito and Chenwei Lin Chromes. Bobby Witt on the Hobby Legends. Christian Campbell on the top 100. Alejandro Rosario adding to his Aqua X-Fractor. And Dylan Fine. Time to load up on Alejandro Rosario's. If for any big pitcher collectors out there, big-time prospect who's going to miss this year. So probably a good buying opportunity. Let's see if no auto, it looks like in this one, but there's our first Kevin McGonigal card, top 100, Peyton Eels and D'Angelo Ortiz. We'll see if Peyton Eels gets a shot at the major leagues, although his performance is down a little bit this year in comparison to recent years. But since the Twins just completely cleaned house, they we'll probably have some availability to play around with some prospects. Still looking for the auto. Is it going to be in the last pack, or is it going to be this refractor? It is, and it's Gregory Barrios. Refractor auto number 314 of 499 starts us off tonight with our autographs. So Cade Horton and Nate Nankill behind that getting hits. Gregory Barrios starts us off. Nice signature, really nice signature there by Barrios, actually. I think I might have pulled one of his autographs before, and his autographs, his penmanship is one of the nicer ones in this product, I'd say. All right, let's catch up in the chat here also. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate that. Let's see. Michael says, I actually use your breaks as to whom the hobby is chasing in Bowman. Well, I try and keep it as informative as possible so we can make it fun like that. Plus, I love some good prospecting, so I can't hold it in sometimes. We have a Travis Bazzana Greatness Loading and an X-Fractor of Hot Box for Gregory Barrios. Connor Griffin getting the last Chrome card of the box. And let me know in the chat if we want to go hobby next or switch to jumbo for box number 2 of the night as I sleeve up the Barrios X-Fractor. All right, let's see. Thank you, Noah. Let's see. Yeah, the chat's been super active so far. I appreciate you guys. Keep it that way. Makes it fun for me. Makes it fun for everybody. Let's see. These are all my cards. Bought the whole lot. Meb's saying get some good hits tonight. Probably have to catch the recap. Meb, sounds good. I saw your message that you sent me on Instagram the other day about our prospects that we traded. I'll probably get into it a little bit more. Let's see, hobby next. First, then we'll go jumbo hobby. I like that order. So hobby, jumbo, hobby will be the next 3, and then we'll finish off with the jumbo. I'm personally, for those of you guys who are new to our breaks and don't know me, I'm a Met fan. As I kind of alluded to before with the Giants talk. But I'm really not. I was initially kind of upset about the trade that we made with the Giants, sending Drew Gilbert, Blade Tidwell, and Jose Buto over for a reliever who doesn't have control after this year. Seemed a little bit aggressive, but in total, I feel like our trade deadline was pretty solid. So I can forgive maybe giving up a little bit extra. I don't really. I was saying to Meb, I don't really love a ton of the Mets hitters in our upper minor league system right now. So there weren't really going to be many people that I would have been super upset if we traded. So the fact that we got rid of a couple of relatively big name prospects with Drew Gilbert, Jesus Baez, Blade Tidwell, we could have given up a lot more, and I would have been more upset if we gave up guys like the big pitchers, Tong, McLean, Sprout, or on the hitting side, Carson Benj. So happy we kept all them. We have Alex Freeman there on the top 100. Yonica Ugarte, I believe, on the board twice already. Humberto Cruz, Chrome first. We have a Jackson Jobe Rookie of the Year favorites, Chase Hampton and Lazaro Montes. So it looks like we're going to get one repeat from box number 1 and one new Chrome first or Chrome card in each of these packs. Let's see. What else do we have going on in the chat that I didn't catch up to so far? Ed saying I look like O.J. Simpson with the gloves over here. And who asked for Aaron Estrada? Getting the autograph early in box number 2. Aaron Estrada, number 17 of 250. Purple auto. And we stay hot for Aaron Estrada. Sebastian Walcott and Luis Pena stays hot in box number 2 also. 2 Luis Pena chromes on the board after we didn't hit any last week. And we stay hot on Aaron Estrada, who, speaking of really nice penmanship with Gregory Barrios, I don't quite get Aaron Estrada's signature. Just looks like an A with a couple of random lines around it. nonetheless. Purple auto on the board. Let's see, who was it? I don't remember who was asking for Aaron Estrada before, but there he is. Steven saying OJ wore white gloves. Kevin, so far, we'll see what we could add to that. Let's see. Casey got both Culpepper and Jenkins out tonight. Nice night for Meb's son. Has he faced off against Ed's son yet? Have we had an Anderson versus Echeverria showdown in the minor leagues, or are they at different levels? Let's see what else. Best for last, saying Raymond. Definitely three autos for last. Steve always keeping things very entertaining in the chat. Is the Ichiro spot part of the insert slot? Yes, Takumi. If an Ichiro gets pulled, that would be part of the insert slot, which is why we compared to past releases, we have it priced a little bit higher. Also, because there's a bunch of people on there that were on that list for the ultimate autograph card that we found out when we pulled that one. We have a Hagen Smith greatness loading, and Kurtz getting on the board. Hottest guy in the hobby right now with the X-Fractor. Jack Lines in the back of, the last Chrome card in that one with the Conrad Kaysen in the back. Nick Kurtz getting a hit. Love to see that. D-backs just put Hunter Cranston on the IL. Didn't throw a pitch after the trade from the MGs. That's unfortunate. We have a Hobby Legends, James Wood on the board. Josue Briseño, top 100. They were right on that call. Bowman had Briseño high in the rankings way before he popped this year. So they got that one right. Chase Burns and Giancarlos Lara Chrome, and Braylon Payne and Jesus Madej on the board again. Man, it's been a slow couple of breaks recently for Jesus Madej, and I am happy to see us breaking that streak today. Madej on the board 3 times already, including the etched in glass, or as Ed called it, the etched will be Esh Bombs. Eshy Bombs? Should we pronounce it Eshy Bombs and make Brian change his name from Ishi to Eshy? No color in that pack. Ooh, McGonigal faced off against Steven. How'd it go? I heard McGonigal's kind of a beast. All right. We have a red rookie of Thomas Sajazi, Nate Nankill, and Jackson Humphreys Chrome. Charlie Condon there in paper. We have a Noble Meyer top 100, Cade Horton and Jacob Wright Chrome. Rookie of the Year favorites Jace Young, Aiden Miller, and Peyton Eels back on the board. 2 Eels on the board. Jace Young. I thought there would have been an off chance that maybe Jace Young got dealt in some kind of a deadline deal for maybe a big pitcher or something for the Tigers, but they seem pretty content with well, actually, no, they made a bunch of moves, didn't they? I think the Tigers got a couple pitchers. Carson Williams VIP. We have, there he is, Steven on the board with a mini diamond. Alex Mooney with the chrome. So a couple of hits for Ed already tonight. The mini diamond and 1 chrome first. So many messages. I feel like I'm gonna fall behind in the chat and miss some things. Let's see. Steven says, I'm a mailman. They will probably get bent. USPS can do some interesting things. Do you work for USPS, Steven? Jack Penny and Alejandro Rosario. I went to USPS a couple weeks ago to mail something that somebody asked me to put like $500 of insurance on. And the person behind the desk was like, "What, you don't trust us?" And I was like, "I've seen some things." And they were like, "Yeah, I wouldn't trust us either." It's like, that's not good to hear. We have a Bryce Rayner, top 100, Anderson Brito, and Wenhui Pan. All right, let's catch up the rest of the way with the chat. You're the best. Let's see, not yet. No Echevarria versus Anderson matchup. Winter, who was your spot? Was that you were the Aaron Estrada spot? Let's see. Caitlin Culpepper is way better than Meb thought. Seemed like that word is out. Yeah, I knew that he wasn't a power guy, Caitlin Culpepper. I think from what I heard, he was more of a speed, like shorter player. Oh, we have a titanium coming up here. I think they're called. Adele Amador on the board for the pickup spot. Kyle DeBarge and Thomas White. Beauty there. Number 40 of 100, Thomas White on the board. Love the number to 100s. That is a pretty card on that black Marlins jersey as well. Let's put that one up on the main stand. And I'm actually going to take the Alejandro Rosario down. Looking good in these first two boxes. Steven, keep those cards from bending then. Etchy bombs. Ed going with. Let's surprise Soto didn't get traded. I mean, if the Twins will unload Carlos Correa for absolutely nothing except a salary dump, then who knows what could happen. Travis Bazzana VIP. We have a Johnny Lavelle Reptilian and Slade Caldwell on the board in Chrome for the first time. Couple of nice names there in that pack. Nice to get a Lavelle Reptilian. And Caldwell getting on the board also. We have some sirens going by in the New York City background. I feel like we have most of our hits already from this box. It's going to be hard for that to bring us any luck in this one. But let's see what we have in these two packs. Termar Johnson, top 100. Bryce Rayner and Owen Wild Chromes. For those of you who are new to our breaks, I'm in New York City. We have a Marcos Torres and a Naibo Mariano there. And whenever there's sirens in the background, it tends to bring us good luck, which in New York happens pretty often. So let's see what this most recent luck is going to be brought as we have. What is this? This isn't going to be another etched in glass. It is Jace Young, and the sirens bring us the luck again. I have never pulled an etched in glass from 2025 Bowman, and 2 in 1 break. What are the odds of that? That is crazy, and that's a good-looking Jace Young card with a Josue Briseño and James Tibbs behind that. That is crazy odds. Maybe we have an etched in glass hot case that we're going through here. Jace Young. Let's put the 2 etched in glass next to each other. Jace Young and Jesus Madej. Not a bad way to do either of them. Wrong Tiger, yeah. We had the Briseño right behind that and no McGonigal. Strada fire lately. I heard good things about him, honestly, coming into this. And I know his stats coming into this release. I know his stats weren't crazy, but I'm glad to hear he's heating up. The O's certainly need some prospects to develop all of a sudden. We have Travis Bazzana, Greatness Loading, Frania Bermontilla, and Luis Morejo Chromes. I can't believe we just pulled 2 etched in glasses. That's nuts. Nothing for Jansel yet tonight, Chris. McGonagall and Steven are best friends. That's very cool. Did they go to college together? Last time they played in high school against each other. In high A, let's see. Hit case, right? Is this gonna be an entire case with case hits in it? We would not hate that. Just talking trash because you're not in this group. The luck is falling on this group tonight. Little Miss Deegan, was that the Jace Young spot that you had? That you just got that etched in glass? Looks like one hit coming up here. The Reptilian. We have Bryce Rayner, Greatness Loading, and a Reptilian of Paulinho Santana, Jacob Bresnahan. We have a Rockstar Rookies, Luis Angel Acuna, Chenwei Lin, and Richard Matic. And there we go with that top load. 4 packs left. Let's do 2 at a time here. Hot box, hot case. Switched. You watched Slade Caldwell play in Spokane Thursday night. One of the fastest baseball players you've ever seen. Interesting. I hadn't heard that about Slade. I knew he wasn't necessarily big power guy, but I didn't realize he was that speedy. We have a Welbin Francis, top 100. Javier Magallon and Zach Showalter Chromes. Home Run Haven, Hobby Legends Ronald Acuna, Robert Cayaz, and a wave refractor of Sean Keys. First time on the board for him, 166 of 350 on the wave refractor. We'll get that Acuna in a sleeve, as well as the second first of Javier Magallon pulled tonight. Slater top is a ball of energy, says Meb. Meb would know. Enough Bryce Rayner, says Raymond. Etch in glass again. Etchy breaks. It's happening. It's an etchy break night. JJ Weatherholt VIP. First time in Chrome for him. Seaver King and Luke Sennard Chrome. We have a Walker Jenkins and Yostinson Garcia on the board to finish off hobby box number 2. Get a sleeve on both of them. Then I'm going to clear some space, and we're going to go to jumbo box number 1 of the night. And I'm gonna have to go back after this break ends and rename this this video break number 38, aka Etchy Breaks. Stephen and Kevin didn't go to college. They got signed out of or they got drafted out of high school. Summer ball teammates. Sounds like a very good summer ball team. Straight out of high school studs. And then we have was Casey out of JUCO, or he went to a WAC team before he got drafted, right? Southern Utah? All right, there we go. We have our first jumbo box of the night open. And here we go. Looking for 3 autographs. Cody says, I've watched Drew Jones play multiple times. Still waiting to see something out of him. Yeah, that seems like a majority of the consensus on him so far. Adele Amador back on the board with another Rockstar Rookies. Roki Sasaki getting his first Chrome card on the board with the Greatness loading. Another JJ Weatherholt VIP. Jesus Lopez gets on the board for the first time, along with Conrad Kaysen. And there's Franklin Arias on the board for the first time in Chrome. Cody Freeman and a Naibo Mariano refractor to $4.99. So interesting start to the jumbo box. Our top 100 is Braden Montgomery. Sleeve up our Conrad Kaysen. I bought a Conrad Kaysen autograph numbered to 100 this week, I think it was. It was less than $50. Seemed like a decent deal. I haven't been going too crazy buying with my 2025 Bowman collections just yet, although I have been keeping an eye on the market and or at least my singles buying, I should say. But there's a couple guys who I'm looking to start loading up on. I feel like Kaysen's a decent value right now, although he is identified on the card as a position player, and he's most definitely going to be a pitcher, so that is interesting. We have a Kumar Rocker purple auto. Not auto. Purple paper. Rookie there, number 15 of 250. Kobe Mayo on the red rookie. Probably too late for him, but he is all of a sudden starting to hit pretty well. Bobby Witt on the Hobby Legends, and a purple auto of a Braves pitcher coming up here, and it is Didier Fuentes. Fuentes purple auto number 70 of 250. Cobb Hightower getting a chrome. Colt Emerson, Jose Perella, and Samuel Basayo. Cam Caminiti getting a Reptilian, another very interesting and eventful pack here in pack number 2 out of the jumbo. Cooper Pratt with the top 100. Lots of things to sleeve up from that pack. Cam Caminiti back on the mound after an injury earlier this season. Let's see. Chris Sayan picked up a Quinn Matthews True Green auto the other day. That's an awesome pickup. Yeah, I'm sad I never ended up buying all that much Carson Whisenhunt because he looked pretty good against the Mets today. Although we do have the ability to just not show up sometimes. He looked like he was somebody who could be the real deal. There is the Kobe Mayo red rookie. We have a Kobe Mayo and a Dylan Cruz red rookie on the board now. And Kumar Rocker. Purple paper rookie. Let's go with this pack next. Then we'll go with the second pack in each row since that first autograph came in the middle row. There probably won't be another autograph in the middle row. We have Connor Griffin on a VIP. Chase Hampton Chrome, Lazaro Montes, Yonica Ugarte, Didier Fuentes, and there's Quinn Matthews. Speaking of, now we need to find Yancy Luis. We have Roman Anthony, walk-off double earlier this week. I think it was Wednesday. Or was it Friday? Or Thursday? I don't know. It's a busy week. But Roman Anthony starting to show at the major league level now as the Red Sox are making a move, making it clear that they're going to be a contender this year. Let's see. That's the Yankee MO also. Mizorowski's on the 15-day DL. What was the Mizorowski injury? They've been on fire. Andrew Vaughn has been on fire. Connor Norby, speaking of Marlins rookies, Kyle Stowers. I don't know. Does Kyle Stowers still qualify as a rookie? Probably not. But he's been on fire. Cole Fontanelle, Kevin Castillo, Esteban Mejia, Carlos Tavares, and Cameron Sullivan, all first chromes. And our top 100 is Chase Burns, number 17. Actually, put that one there. Continue across the second row. Watch J-Rod hit his 100th career home run today. Seattle went crazy. I think Pete Alonso's only 2 home runs away from being the, or at least tying the Mets career home run record. So I was excited to see him hit one and get 4 away on Friday. We have a Jackson Jobe Rookie of the Year favorites, Luis Angel Acuna Rockstar rookies, Max Clark VIP, another Jesus Madej. It's going to be one of those nights. Kyle DeBarge on the board for the third time. Chase Burns, Travis Bazzana, and D'Angelo Ortiz chromes. And in the back, we have a top 100 of Chase DeLauder going to the insert-only spot. DeLauder on the shelf again with an injury. He's been very injury prone throughout his minor league career after getting drafted from James Madison, I think. Let's get a top loader on that third Jesus Madej card of the night. Shin bruise, took a comebacker. Oh, that's a freak accident at least. At least it's nothing structural. VIP Carson Williams again. Fernando Cruz, Fabian Lopez. Speaking of Drew Jones, there he is. Hyunsuk Jang and Cam Smith. And a top 100 of Yoendry Vargas. What did you guys think of the Carlos Correa trade? Do we have any Twins fans? Curious to see a Twins fans' reaction to not only that trade, but all of the moves made by the Twins at the trade deadline. We have a Dylan Cruz Rookie of the Year favorites again, and a Dylan Cruz greatness loading behind that. Carson Bench VIP. Rafael Flores now a Pirate. Getting a chrome card there. Esteban Gonzalez, Yumin Lin, Caleb Loma Vita. We have an Aqua X-Fractor of Corey Lewis. And in the back, I think, we got a sky blue paper of Sean Keys. And behind that, Bubba Chandler. See if he makes his debut this year. It'd be pretty wild if he did not make his debut at all this year. Chase Taylor, awesome, but made out of balsa wood. It's unfortunate. Every time he's on the field, he's great. Sean Keys getting all of the high number cards tonight. We have a Sean Keys to 499 and a Sean Keys to 350 now on the board. Couple of hits for the Blue Jays prospect. Let's see, almost as weird as Gino back in a Mariners uniform. Yep. Almost as weird as making 2 trades in the same week with the same team. Getting Naylor and then going back and getting Eugenio. Kevin Alcantara greatness loading. Sebastian Walcott. There's the Luis Pena that usually comes in the same box as Madej for the 3rd time on the board for him. Braylon Payne, Chase Mobley, and Joffrey Rodriguez. Huge Brewer pack there. Kind of thought there was a chance that Joffrey might get another trade there too. Leo DeVries, how about that deal? Leo DeVries for Mason Miller. I guess you can never be too surprised by anything that AJ Preller does in San Diego. I almost said Philadelphia. But I could not believe that he traded Leo DeVries. Tractor or Etch's X's. Needs to talk to Tops. Well, you got Etchy Breaks. Yeah, you got Etchy Breaks going as of tonight. Whole lot of Luis Pena's, whole lot of Jesus Madej's tonight. When it rains, it pours for those guys. It's been quiet for them recently, But tonight they are loading up. We have a Rhett Lauder Rookie of the Year favorites. Ichiro Kano Hernandez, Chrome. Walker Yannick, I believe. Yannick? I've been calling him Janik. I think I heard it's Yannick now. Yancel Villarreal. George Clausen on the board for the first time. Christian Moore. And James Tibbs on the top 100. All right, so we're definitely gonna have an autograph there. Let's go side packs last and see which two of these packs the autographs are gonna be in. We have one auto out of this box already. It was a purple. Can't remember. Oh, what did I just say? When it rains, it pours, and it is absolutely pouring. Jesus Madej hits tonight. Jesus Madej base autograph. First one I've pulled of him in a while. Marcos Torres, Nibel Mariano, more Bryce Rayner, Connor Griffin back on the board in chrome, and Dylan Fine. Jesus Madej, our second autograph of this box with a Jefferson Caro top 100 in the back there. Connor Griffin and Jesus Madej with the chrome base auto. I guess we got to put these two next to each other. So let me go and move the Slater top down to the side. Put that one on the stand with the Gregory Barrios for now until we have more room. So that was an auto out. So that left back will be our final auto of this first jumbo box of the night, as we're off to a good start in our first three boxes. Charlie Condon on the Hobby Legends, Connor Norby Rockstar Rookies, and Travis Bazzana VIP. Bishop Letson on the board for the first time. There's Kevin McGonigal on the board for the first time in chrome. Corey Lewis, Osbel Gonzalez, and Malcolm Moore chromes. And in the back, we have a Eduardo Quintero top 100. First time saying Quintero's name tonight. Hopefully not the last for Quintero and Kevin McGonigal. So a McGonigal chrome and a McGonigal insert on the board now. And last pack, last autograph of box number 3, jumbo box number 1. Let's see. Padres did their prospect dump big time. Dumped almost all of them. DeVries trade was interesting. We'll see how it plays out in a few years, says Takumi. A lot of very hard throwing relievers dealt around at this trade deadline. Let's see. It looks like we're gonna have another base autograph. So a purple and 2 base, with the second base and third autograph of the box being Hyung-Chan Looks like that's signed in English, not any kind of like kanji or something like that. Bryce Eldridge, greatness loading. Lucas Ramirez, Cags on the board for the first time. Winston Santos, David Ortiz Jr., and Jose Perdomo finishing off our chromes in the first jumbo box. There's another McGonigal paper. And Tommy Troy getting the last top 100 of the box. So Hyung-Chan Jesus Madej getting the base autographs in box number 2. Another nice catching prospect from this KC organization that is full of catching prospects, it seems. Didier Fuentes was the other autograph in that one with the purple auto. Not a bad one there for a pitcher auto either. Pitcher who's already seen some playing time at the major league level this year. Let's get the other Jesus pulled now, says Cody. Winter Soldier saying GG. Indeed. What a break for Jacob. Still waiting for Nick Kurtz to hit 4 home runs in a game. You mean 5 home runs in a game? All right, let's see. Let's get the other Jesus. Is that Jesus Lopez or am I? Is there another Jesus I'm not thinking of? Things have been quiet for your spots, but no, it's about to heat up. Who is Jesus Madej? Who is Jesus made? Joey Loperfido looks like starting to put up some stats. I bought and sold an orange PSA 10 Topps Chrome update auto of his at the beginning of the season. I didn't really plan on selling it as quickly as I did, but then I got a nice offer on it that I couldn't turn down. So I'm glad to see him heating up for the owner of that card. Otani 1 of 1. That would be sweet. Wouldn't mind that at all, Troy. Some Jesus Lopez for Cody is what we're looking for. No color in that one. Let's open another pack and go a couple at a time. No color in that one, so we'll do 3 at a time to start hobby box number 3 of the night. And let's see what we have. Jesus Madej in paper again. Jacob Wilson, second Rockstar Rookies. Thomas White on the board for the first time in base Chrome, and Ismael Javier. So we should see some new names in Chrome in this box. PJ Morlando, top 100. Leo DeVries and Caleb Loma Vida, Chromes. Max Clark and Tung-Chi Chang. I do think that it will be beneficial for Leo DeVries to be out of that Padres minor league organization. So hopefully the A's don't rush him along the same way that the Padres tend to rush their prospects along that stay in the organization and don't get traded. So I think that long term for Leo DeVries, he should probably be pretty happy about that trade. And looks like the Las Vegas A's will be a fun team to watch by the time they get to Vegas. Let's see. Looks like we have something shiny. Let's check out this. Probably a red rookie in that spot. And it is not. It's an autograph of Alex Mooney. First Mooney autograph I've pulled ever. Refractor auto there for 10 of 499. Tank Hence and Smith Pineda getting chromes. Behind that, we have Tehran Lorenzo on the top 100, Victor Rodriguez and Gregory Barrios on the chromes. First time on the board for both of them in chrome tonight. Alex Mooney getting our, what is that? Sixth autograph of the break there with the refractor. So nothing super low numbered in the hobby boxes tonight, but we did get a couple of refractors and a purple. So no base autographs out of the hobbies. Don't mind that. Kobe Mayo on the greatness loading. Drew Jones on the X-Fractor and Yumin Lin on the chrome. Drew Jones and Kobe Mayo getting hits. Let's see. You hit a triple auto in Leaf a few weeks ago with Kurtz on it. Who were the other autos, Cody? We have a Reptilian coming up in this pack. Walker Jenkins, greatness loading, and nice George Clausen Reptilian on the board, and Nick Kurtz getting a base chrome. Adding to his X-Fractor. Can't remember if it was an X-Fractor or a Mini Diamond. I think it was an X-Fractor that we pulled earlier. That's pretty funny. The first time Jazz Chisholm was back in Miami and he gets swept by his old team. I didn't put that connection together until I just heard them say it on MLB Network. We have something colorful coming up here. It's orange. We are going to get an orange in our third hobby box tonight first orange of the night. Let's see what we have coming up. Bo Walker, and the orange is upside down, and it's Yeremy Cabrera. Nice one to hit there. 24 of 25 for a nice prospect showing up in orange. Couple of nice Yeremy Cabrera breaks in a row now. Last week we pulled a sapphire autograph of him. Tonight with an orange chrome, Brandon Sproat getting the top 100. Hayden Alvarez and JJ Weatherholt finally getting on the board in chrome there. There's another McGonigal paper, Josh Noth and Kyle Teal chromes. So fun stack there. First orange on the board of the night. Maybe not going to get another etched glass in this third box, but we did get a card numbered to 25. So maybe even better. I don't know what the etched glass are numbered to, but I have to imagine they couldn't be too much lower than numbered to 25. That is a beauty of a Yeremy Cabrera. I think I'm actually going to put that one up in the display. Next, in place of the Slade Caldwell. And let's open up some more sleeves. Let's see. Xavier Edwards' nickname is the Barracuda. Should people be afraid of the fish? Glad the Mets played most of their games against the Marlins in the first half. I feel like we were loaded up with Marlins games in the first half, so we probably don't have that many left with how they're playing right now. Trout, Hobby Legends, Christian Moore, VIP, Jesus Tolero, and O'Neill Perez chromes. And starting off with a Will Simpson in this stack, we have a Luis Angel Acuna Rookie of the Year favorites. Been pulling a number of his cards tonight, Sean Keys and Gary Gill Hill chromes. Oh, are they just he's just making up nicknames, isn't he? I'm guessing Xavier Edwards is not nicknamed the Barracuda, but they're just making up nicknames on MLB Network. Do you remember who the other guys were on the triple auto, Cody? We have a Noah Schultz going to the insert-only lot there. And there's Eduardo Quintero for the first time and Arun Escobar for the first time. So getting some of the big names that we haven't seen yet in chrome on the board. You're frantically trying to find it. I'm impatient, Cody. I guess they weren't huge names if you don't remember them then. Although Kurtz would probably stand out over almost any name at this point. We have a red rookie here. It is another Connor Norby. 2 Connor Norby red rookies on the board now. Matt Wilkinson, Tugboat on the board for the first time, and Charlie Condon on the board for the first time. So all of the big names that we haven't been hitting yet in chrome getting on the board in this last hobby box. Love that. Love a nice, well-rounded break, getting a little bit for everyone. And a lot for Jesus Madej. A little bit for everybody and a lot of Madej. Mini Diamond coming up here. We have a Max Clark VIP, Mini Diamond of O'Neill Perez and Cam Caminiti on our chrome. Okay, names. You were just most excited about Kurtz. That is very fair. We have Fuchsia and Sky Blue coming up in this pack. Sky Blue is Manny Machado, 79 of 499. We have a Kellen Lindsay Chrome and a Cleveland pitcher. A lot of options here. Jackson Humphreys on the Fuchsia, number 34 of 199. Terang hit multiple home runs in a game? That's bizarre. How hot are the Brewers right now? Seems like the playoffs might look very similar this year to the way they did last year in the National League. Mets, Phillies, Dodgers, Padres, Brewers, all looking pretty strong right now. Holding on to a BGS 10 Bar Reptilian. That's an awesome card, Winter. I would not hate owning that card if I were you. See, no color there. And no color there. So we'll go 3 packs at a time here. Braylon Payne paper in the back. We have just another Jacob Wilson Rockstar Rookies. 3rd time on the board with that card. Aaron Estrada, Pablo Guerrero Chromes. We have a Max Clark, top 100, Braden Montgomery and Mitch Jebb. Andrew Morris and Ashley Andujar Chromes. Jebb, Estrada, and another Jacob Wilson Rockstar Rookies. A trio of them, I believe. And 5 packs left from the last hobby box of the night. I think we have a lot of hits out of this box already, so I'm not sure how many there are left to come in these last 5 packs. Let's find out. We'll go 2 packs here. We have a Nick York Rookie of the Year favorites. Rafael Flores back on the board for the 2nd time. Esteban Gonzalez, Chrome. Leo DeVries, Greatness Loading. Ricardo Yan and Aspel Gonzalez, Chromes. So 2nd time on the board for Gonzalez and Rafael Flores. We're going to do a big shift of some piles after this before we get into our last jumbo. After these last 3 packs of hobby, looks like a Reptilian coming up here. We'll go right to that. We have a Chase Burns VIP. Fabian Lopez on the Reptilian and Carlos Tavares Chrome. Nick Kurtz paper in there. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. Hey, Kag, stop hiding. Yeah, we only have 1 Chrome of Kag so far, I believe. And I think at least 1 insert. Also a rough week for a lot of youngsters released to make room for new draftees. Were there any names that we would recognize that got released? PJ Morlando on the board for the first time in Chrome. Sammy Hernandez as well. Yancel Louis also hiding, a guy that we usually hit a lot of. Yeah, quiet tonight. We have, and it was a quiet last stack. We pulled a lot of the color early in this box. Cam Caminiti, top 100. Edglin Perez and Cameron Sullivan finish off the box. I'm going to shift over some stacks, and then we will go into the jumbo box. Hopefully some Yancel Luis and a little bit more Jack Caglione coming out of this last box. Chris, do you have any favorite Yankees of all time? All right, let's get to the last box of the night. I can't remember if I've ever asked you who your favorite Yankee was, Chris. Mattingly, Jeter, Rivera, Posada. As a guy who was never a Yankee fan, I have to agree on that being a very solid list. I was always kind of a fan of Jorge Posada. I don't know why. And Andy Pettitte also. Oh, Pettitte wasn't on that list. I don't know why Pettitte's name popped into my head, but he was a Yankee who I was always kind of a fan of. And there we go. Empty box number 5 of the night. And let's see what this last box gets us. Let's see. You'd have to say Jeter was your top. No big names, but guys you've followed because they're on local minor league teams. So familiar names to you. Some of those guys playing in Virginia. Let's see. Other players on the Triple Seaver King and Omaha Billiou. Basketball? There was a basketball player on a Nick Kurtz card? The glory days of the 90s. Yeah, when the Yankees first started that big run. All right, starting off the final box of the break, we have a Kumar Rocker Rockstar Rookies, Thomas Sajazi Greatness Loading, and Max Clark VIP. We have Aiden Smith on the board for the first time, Elvin Garcia, Dowell Joseph, another Nick Kurtz on the board, and Charles McAdoo getting the refractor to $4.99. There's Jack Caglione in paper. We have Tommy Troy in the top 100. Get Tommy Troy in both of these boxes. Nick Kurtz and McAdoo getting hits. Got another siren in the back. Last time we got a siren, we got the Jace Young etched in glass. Let's see what the siren brings this time. Looks like a red rookie maybe coming up here, and the red rookie is Tyler Locklear. Probably too little too late for Locklear to get a chance at any kind of rookie of the year, but Locklear looking insane in AAA before he got the call up and then got traded to the Diamondbacks in that Eugenio Suarez deal. And we have a redemption behind that. So first autograph of this box is going to be a redemption. Let's see what we have. We have a Chrome Prospect autograph, purple refractor. And it is Quinn Matthews. That might be my first Quinn Matthews pull. I don't remember if all of his autos are redemptions, but Quinn Matthews purple is a nice one. Johnny Lavelle Chrome, Paulinho Santana, Angeth Arena, and JJ Weatherholt back on the board. Fernando Cruz on the Reptilian. Lots of action in that pack. Yoendry Vargas on the top 100. Seems like maybe we'll get all repeats in the top 100 from the two jumbo boxes. Yeah, Tyler Locklear was hitting .422 in the month of July in the minor leagues with like 9 home runs. So I actually had a purple PSA 9 autograph of his posted, and all of a sudden I started getting nonstop offers on the Locklear card, and I was like, "What is going on with this guy?" Had to check it out and see what was causing that crazy demand. Let's see. We'll put the Quinn Matthews. No, I don't want to put it on the stand with the Estrada. Let's put it over to the other side. The week after you take the Quinn Matthews spot, we pull the Quinn Matthews redemption auto. That thought did cross my mind, Chris. Fernando Cruz on the Reptilian. And let's see. Let's go this one, and then we'll go middle pack straight across again, since we got the auto out of the middle row again in our first column. Kevin Alcantara, Rookie of the Year favorites. Christian Moore, VIP. Chrome of Carson Benj. Eduardo Quintero. Tugboat Wilkinson. Charlie Condon. And O'Neill Perez. So some nice names in Chrome there. These cards look really dark. I don't know if you guys can tell it on the camera, but I feel like the print on these paper cards in this pack are oddly dark. James Tibbs on the top 100. Wilkinson, Benj, and a couple big names there with Condon and Quintero. Get them both top loaded, add them to the stack of big name Chrome cards that we've pulled tonight, which is getting to be a decent sized stack now. Usually do a little bit better on that stack on nights when we don't have Sapphire. PSA 10 redemption card. It always makes me feel a little bit safer when I pull a redemption, not gonna lie, because then there's zero chance that I could do any damage. Although from what I've seen from people sending us pictures of their cards after they get them graded, I feel like we have a pretty good track record of getting some PSA 10s back. We have Connor Griffin on the VIP. Will Simpson Chrome. Jonathan Long Chrome. Jonathan Long's been pretty hot recently. The number 6 prospect in the Cubs organization now. Emilian Petrie, Caden Kendall, and Cam Caminiti. And in the back, a top 100 of Chase Burns. I think we really might be getting the same top 100s in every pack. Let's keep going across this stack first. Meb, you got the Locklear spot tonight now that he's a D-back? He's one of your guys? James Wood, Hobby Legends. Jan Kenzie Noel, Rockstar Rookies. Chase Burns, VIP. Pablo Guerrero, Chrome. Josh Noth, Chrome. Kyle Teal. Hayden Alvarez, and Yumin Lin. And Cooper Pratt, another repeat in the top 100s. I say my damn luck in these breaks. If you did not have bad luck, you would not have any at all. I'll see if we can make Louise pop up in the last few packs. Well, not last few packs. There's a lot of packs to go. And another nice red redemption with Roki Sasaki. Certainly would have thought that one would have been live for Rookie of the Year favorites at the beginning of the year. Richard Matic, Chrome, Robert Callas, Javier Magallon on the board, Walker Jenkins, and we're at least not going to be empty on you tonight, Chris. Yanso Luis on the board in Chrome. And a top 100 of PJ Morlando. So Sasaki getting the red redemption. And Yanso Luis is live. He does exist. Along with Javier Magallon, who exists for the 3rd time. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, that's just Rookie of the Year favorites. For a second, I thought we might have had another etched in glass. Jace Young, Rookie of the Year favorites, and Victor Rodriguez getting the Chrome autograph. So base Chrome Victor Rodriguez, a guy who we've been hot on recently, stays hot. Bryce Rayner, Greatness Loading. Sammy Stafora on the board for the first time. Jared Sundstrom, Zaire Hope, Andrew Painter, and Arun Escobar. Another nice group of names there in Chrome cards. And a top 100 of Bubba Chandler. Zaire Hope, Jared Sundstrom, Sammy Stafora, the Jace Young Rookie of the Year favorites, and Victor Rodriguez getting our second to last autograph of the night with the base autograph. We'll go straight across this next row, and our autograph will be in one of those bottom 3 packs. One base, one purple on the board in this one. Let's see if we can get one more color auto to finish the night off. We have a Charlie Condon Greatness loading. Chrome of Andrew Morris, Ashley Andujar, Braden Montgomery, Aaron Estrada, and Gregory Barrios. Nice night for Aaron Estrada. Handful of chromes to go with his purple autograph, and Braden Montgomery on the top 100. Sammy Stafor was in one of the trades. He was in the Cabrian Hayes trade. So stayed in division, shifted over to the Pirates. We have a yellow X-Fractor and a blue pattern coming up in this pack. So some excitement coming up here. We have a Travis Bazzana Hobby Legends and Greatness loading. Another VIP Carson Williams. Alejandro Rosario, Anderson Brito, Chenwei Lin, Christian Campbell, and the X-Fractor is a first, and it's Jose Perella. Perella numbered 48 of 75, yellow X-Fractor. And a blue pattern first of Esteban Mejia with Teron Lorenzo on the top 100. Mejia numbered 17 of 125 and Perella number 48 of 75. And I need to open up some more top loaders. Stafora got promoted. Is he double A now? Was Stafora in the Cabrian Hayes trade? I think it was the Cabrian Hayes trade. Or maybe not. Can't remember. All right, in search of our final auto of the night now. Let's see, it's not going to be in this pack. Mike Trout back on the board with the Hobby Legends. Jonah Tong on the board for the first time tonight. Santiago Suarez, Charles McAdoo, Kadeem Diao, and Mitch Jebb. Some nice chrome firsts in that one, and a top 100 of Eduardo Quintero. And I am not happy to see Johan Duran in a Phillies uniform. Two more packs to go. Sammy's a Pirate now. Yep, the Cabrian Hayes trade. Thank you for confirming that, Sean. High A Pirates, says Meb. Got another Roman Anthony in the back there, and it is going to be a base autograph to finish off our final autograph of this break, and it is Thomas White, so a nice couple of pitcher autographs, probably the two best pitchers in the product getting autographs in the last box. Bo Walker on the chrome, Jesus Tolero, Sean Keys, Gary Gill-Hill, and Caleb Lomavita, and in the back we have a top 100 of Roman Anthony. Thomas White getting a number to 100 and a base autograph tonight. We'll stack those two on top of each other on the stand. And going to the final pack of tonight's break. And let's see what we're going to finish off with. So all the autographs have been pulled. And any color in this one. Some color paper. So we'll at least get one more numbered card here with a fuchsia paper card coming up. Looks like it's probably upside down. Or maybe this is a pink paper. It is Kevin Alcantara on the rookie. I think this is rose paper is what this one is called. 58 of 175. We have a Trey Sweeney, rookie, Rockstar Rookies, JJ Weatherholt VIP, Yostinson Garcia getting back on the board one more time, Seaver King, Yeremy Cabrera, Hagen Smith, and Emil Morales. Finishing off in the back with a Cam Caminiti top 100. Couple of cards to sleeve there. Then we'll go through the recap. Let me take a look. I'll let you know how that Estrada looks when we get to it in the recap. I'll take a closer look. Alcantara finishing the break off with a rose paper hit. Let's see. Can you send that Bassianto Luis card to Meb since he collects D-backs? I could do that, Chris. Sure, Meb will appreciate it. There's Yostinson and Yeremy, and we will start the recap with our Chrome base hits. Let me put them in some kind of order quick. All right, so nice distribution today. 2 Charlie Condons, 2 Eduardo Quinteros, 1 Franklin Arias, 3 Jesus Medeiros, 2 JJ Weatherholts, and 3 Luis Peñas, and 1 Slade Caldwell, our big name Chrome cards. All right, Chris, we will catch you soon. Sorry about the slow one for you again tonight. Hopefully the hot streak is coming soon. All right, going to the main stack. Let's pull out the non-numbered ones first. All right, let's see. The non-numbered hits. We had X-Fractors Gregory Barrios, Nick Kurtz, and Drew Jones. Mini Diamonds, we had Mitch Jebb, Steven Echeverria, and O'Neal Perez. Reptilians, we had Colt Emerson. Let me make sure that this recap's on camera. Jose Perella, Paulinho Santana, Johnny Lavelle, Cam Caminiti, George Clausen, and Fabian Lopez. And our red rookie big names that we got, Dylan Cruz, Kobe Mayo, Tyler Locklear, and Roki Sasaki, in addition to a couple of Connor Norbies that we hit. Going to the rest of the main stack, we had Kevin Alcantara on the rose paper, Jose Perella yellow X-Fractor, Esteban Mejia blue pattern, base auto of Victor Rodriguez. Oops, I missed a Fernando Cruz Reptilian. Charles McAdoo on the refractor to 499 chrome, Manny Machado sky blue paper, Jackson Humphreys fuchsia chrome, Slade Caldwell blue pattern paper, Gregory Barrios and Alex Mooney refractor autos, Didier Fuentes purple refractor auto, Hyung Chan base auto. Forgot Kevin McGonigal in the big name chrome stack. Sean Keys on the sky blue and on the wave refractor. Corey Lewis on the aqua X-Fractor. Kumar Rocker on the purple paper. Nibel Mariano chrome refractor. Alejandro Rosario also an aqua X-Fractor. And Ismael Javier blue wave. Then going to the back, let's take a look at that Aaron Estrada for you. Estrada is honestly looking really good. Yeah, that is a pretty clean looking card. And let's flip to the other side. The Quinn Matthews purple parallel auto. Bouncing back to the other side, Yeremy Cabrera orange chrome, number 24 of 25. Then we'll go to the main stand, our 2 Thomas Whites, the titanium and the base autograph for the big time pitching prospect. Starting our 2 etched in glasses, the Jace Young etched in glass rookie, and our big hitter of the night, Jesus Madej, getting the base autograph and the etched in glass. Huge night for Jesus Madej tonight. Thank you, Takumi, for in the break tonight. Thanks everybody who joined tonight. We will be back next Sunday with the same format break as we ran tonight. And then next week, I'm going to see if I can get, or I'll see if I can get my hand on some Sapphire during the week this week so we can get another Sapphire running the following week. We also have Brian ripping a half case of hobbies on Tuesday night for any hobby chasers out there. Little Miss Deegan, thank you so much for the fun break. We typically break, yes, every Sunday, always every Sunday, and then sometimes during the week, and that's more random. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good start to your week, and we'll catch everybody either Tuesday or next Sunday.